The elevator doors slide open with a mechanical whisper that cuts through the silence of the early morning. Inside, two worlds are about to collide. Preston Vance stands center frame, his presence loud even in stillness. 32 years old, razor-sharp haircut, a suit so blue it screams for attention, electric cobalt with a sheen that catches every overhead light. His Ferragamo shoes gleam like mirrors. In one hand, a venti latte with his name spelled wrong. In the other, his phone, pressed against his ear like a weapon. I don't care if he's crying, Melissa. Fire him. I need winners, not whiners weeping about work-life balance. His voice bounces off the glass walls, sharp and cutting. If the stock drops 1 point, one single point, heads roll, starting with his. And tell the dev team if I see one more bug ticket, I'm outsourcing the whole department to Manila. He hangs up without saying goodbye. He exhales, a sharp hiss of stress that fogs the chrome elevator panel. In the corner, almost invisible against the brushed steel, stands Morris King. 53 years old, skin the color of aged mahogany. He is wearing a faded, grease-stained gray jumpsuit, Dickies, the kind you buy at Walmart for $40. The fabric hangs loose, unassuming, stained with the honest grime of labor. In his weathered hands, a yellow mop bucket on wheels that squeaks with every shift of weight. His eyes, though, hold something the fluorescent lights can't quite capture. Calm, ancient, knowing. The elevator jolts, just once. A mechanical hiccup. Preston stumbles forward, his polished Ferragamo sole slipping on the smooth floor. His latte erupts in a beige geyser, splashing across Morris's chest, soaking into that cheap gray fabric. Preston regains his balance, checking himself first. He stares at the tiny droplet on his own Italian wool sleeve. One single drop, and his face contorts into something ugly. "Are you kidding me?" His voice cracks like thunder. "Look what you made me do!" Morris glances down at his soaked chest, then back up. His expression doesn't change. "Sir, you spilled it on me. You fell. You're taking up too much space with that stupid bucket." Preston's finger jabs the air between them. "Do you know what this suit is? Italian wool, $3,000. You couldn't afford the dry cleaning bill, let alone the buttons on this jacket." From his jumpsuit back pocket, Morris produces a simple white cotton rag. He dabs at his chest slowly, methodically. Coffee stains are tricky. You want to get that droplet off your sleeve before it sets. Club soda works best. Preston's laugh is cruel, a bark that echoes in the confined space. "Oh, fantastic. The janitor is giving me fashion advice. That rag you're wearing probably came out of a dumpster. Stay away from me. You smell like bleach and failure." Morris folds the rag with precise movements, looking Preston dead in the eye. "I smell like work, son." There's a difference. The elevator chimes. 32nd floor. Doors sliding open to reveal the gleaming lobby beyond. "Don't call me son, and don't speak to me. Just clean up your mess." Preston storms out, trailing indignation like cologne. Morris doesn't move immediately. He stands there, coffee dripping from his chest. And for just a moment, one brief electric moment, something flickers across his face. Not anger, something closer to disappointment. The doors begin to close. "Going to be a long day," Morris whispers to the empty car. "Let me tell you about the kind of man who measures his worth in thread count." Preston Vance grew up in Greenwich, Connecticut. Old money turned new arrogance. His father, Richard Vance, owned 3 car dealerships and a worldview that stated, "If you aren't the predator, you are the prey." But here's what nobody talks about in the Vance family. Preston's mother, Catherine, was the kindest woman in Greenwich. She volunteered at soup kitchens. She tutored immigrant children for free. She treated the household, staff, like family. Preston's father hated this about her. "You're making them soft. he'd say at the dinner table when Preston was 10, 12, 15. You're teaching them they deserve more than they've earned. Kindness is a currency for people who can't afford power. Catherine would smile sadly and say nothing, but Preston watched her light dim over the years, watched her learn to hide her softness like a shameful secret. When she died of an aneurysm when Preston was 21, sudden and merciless, Richard sat in the front row of the church, stone-faced. Afterward, he told Preston, "Don't be like her. Don't let people take advantage of your compassion. The world eats soft people alive." Preston, drowning in grief and desperate for his father's approval, took that lesson to heart. He learned early that loudness equaled importance, that dominance meant respect. He graduated from Wharton at 23. By 28, he was CEO of Vance Tech, a mid-tier software company that his father's connections had gifted him. Not earned, gifted. Now, 4 years later, Preston wears his minor success like a crown. But behind the scenes, the kingdom is crumbling. He has $38,000 in credit card debt. His company has 3 months of runway left. He is a fraud, and he is terrified that any second now, everyone is going to find out. Preston marches to the security desk in the lobby. The morning light streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows catches the dust motes in the air, making them look like falling stars. But Preston doesn't notice beauty when he's performing rage. He spots Gary, the head of security, a thick-necked man in his 50s wearing a uniform that's seen better decades. "Hey, you, Chief!" Gary looks up from his crossword, confused, his reading glasses sliding down his nose. "Sir, can I help you?" That janitor, the older one, with the attitude. "He just assaulted me in the elevator." Gary squints, setting down his pen. "Assaulted you? Physically? He threw coffee on me. Look at this." Preston points to the microscopic dot on his sleeve. "I want him removed. Now, I want him fired. I'm the CEO of Vance Tech, the new tenant on the 40th floor. I pay premium rent for a premium environment, not to be accosted by the help." The lobby has grown quiet. Morning commuters pause mid-stride, sensing drama the way animals sense storms. A woman clutching a briefcase stares. 2 young men in hoodies whisper to each other, phones out, already recording. This is content. This is gold. The elevator behind him dings. Morris King steps out. He pushes his bucket, the wheels squeaking a rhythmic squeak, squeak, squeak. He walks slowly toward the desk, wiping his hands on a clean rag. There he is. That's him. "The menace," Preston shouts, pointing an accusing finger. Morris stops 10 feet away. He parks the bucket. He looks at Gary. He looks at Preston. "Mr. Vance, I think you should lower your voice. You're making a scene. I'm making a scene. You ruined my morning. I want your badge. Hand it over. You're done." "I can't give you my badge, son." "Don't call me son." "And why can't you?" "Because you think the union protects you. Because you think you can get away with incompetence. Because I don't have a badge." Preston turns to Gary, incredulous. "He doesn't have a badge? You let undocumented workers into a Class A building? I'm calling the building management. I'm calling the owners. I'm going to have you both fired." Gary looks at Morris. Morris gives a microscopic nod. It's a signal. Let him go. Let him dig. Preston steps closer to Morris, invading his personal space. "Do you know who I am? I am Preston Vance. I am a disruptor. I am a creator. What are you? You push water around on a floor. You are a biological robot. If I make a phone call, your life is over. If you make a phone call, a toilet gets unclogged. We are not the same." The cruelty of the statement hangs in the air like smoke. A young woman near the door gasps. Even the guys filming on their phones look uncomfortable. Morris takes a step forward. He reaches into the deep front pocket of his greasy Dickies jumpsuit. Preston flinches, expecting a weapon. Morris pulls out a watch. It's not a Casio. It's not a Timex. It is a Patek Philippe Nautilus, reference 5711, with a blue dial. It catches the morning sun, glinting with a quiet, heavy authority. Morris slips it onto his wrist. The click of the clasp echoes in the silence. "You're right, Mr. Vance, we aren't the same. I don't wear my watch when I mop because I respect the work, and I respect the watch." Preston stares at the watch, his brain short-circuiting. That's a fake. A Canal Street knockoff. It's real. The voice cuts through the lobby like a scalpel. Laura Charles, the director of operations, clicks across the marble in 4-inch heels. She looks like she eats CEOs for breakfast. She walks past Preston and stands next to Morris. Preston lights up. Finally, someone in charge. "Are you the manager? This janitor has a fake watch and a real attitude problem." Laura smiles, a cold, professional expression. "Mr. Vance, I see you've met Mr. King." "Mr. King? Who is Mr. King?" "Morris King, the owner of this building and the building across the street, and King Holdings, the company you just signed a 5-year lease with." Silence. Absolute, suffocating silence. The kind of silence where you can hear a career dying. Preston looks at the janitor, at the gray jumpsuit, at the coffee stain, at the Patek Philippe on the wrist. No, that's impossible. He's mopping the floor. "I own the floor, Mr. Vance. I can mop it if I want to." Morris steps closer. He doesn't look angry anymore. He looks authoritative. The janitor posture is gone. He stands like a man who controls billions. "I started cleaning offices in 1989, night shift, minimum wage. I bought my first building in 95. I own 42 properties in Manhattan. Do you know why I still clean, Mr. Vance?" Preston's voice trembles, barely a whisper. "No, because it reminds me that the building doesn't run because of the name on the deed. It runs because of the people who change the lights, wipe the glass, and secure the doors. I mop to remember. You yell to forget. I didn't know. Ignorance is forgivable. Cruelty is not. You assumed because of how I dressed that I was beneath you. You assumed value is what you wear. My jumpsuit cost $40 at Walmart. Your suit cost $3,000. But looking at your lease application..." Morris glances at Laura, who hands him a tablet. "You're $38,000 in personal credit card debt. Your company has 3 months of runway left. You are drowning, son. You're wearing a costume of success, hoping nobody notices you're empty inside." Preston looks around. The phones are still recording. The faces are judging. He feels naked in his expensive suit. The armor has shattered. I can explain." "No, you can't. You can't explain treating a human being like garbage. You can apologize or you can leave. And if you leave, don't bother coming back. I don't rent to people who abuse my staff, even if the staff is me." Preston looks at the door. It's right there. He can run. He can leave, change his name, move to Ohio, disappear. But then he looks at his reflection in the glass, and he sees his father's sneer. The world eats soft people. And then he remembers his mother. He remembers her teaching him to shake hands, to look people in the eye. Preston Vance breaks, his shoulders slump. The arrogance drains out of him like water from a cracked glass. He covers his face with his hands. "Oh God, oh my God." Morris's voice softens just a fraction. "Mr. Vance." Preston drops his hands, his eyes are wet. You're right about all of it. The debt, the fear. I'm a fraud. My father told me if I wasn't the loudest person in the room, I didn't matter. I'm just so tired of pretending." The crowd softens. A villain is easy to hate. A broken man is harder to judge. "Your father was wrong," Morris says firmly. "Loud isn't strong. Quiet is strong. You have a choice, Preston. You can walk out that door and keep running. Or you can come up to my office, have a real cup of coffee, one that you don't throw on anyone, and we can talk about how to fix that balance sheet. You'd help me?" After what I said, I'm not investing in the man who yelled at a janitor. I'm investing in the man who just admitted he was wrong. That man has potential. Morris extends a hand, the one that was holding the mop, a working man's hand. Preston stares at it. He takes it. I'm sorry, truly. I am so sorry. Apology accepted. Now let's get to work. And Preston, bring the bucket. You spilled it, you clean it. And for the first time in his life, Preston Vance laughs. It's a shaky, wet sound, but it's real. He grabs the yellow bucket. Yes, sir. Change isn't a montage. It's a grind. It's not magic. It's mechanics. 6 months pass. It's Preston firing his PR firm and hiring 2 more customer support reps. It's Preston moving out of the luxury apartment and into a 1-bedroom in Brooklyn he can actually afford. It's Preston sitting in Morris's modest office every Tuesday morning, learning that profit and revenue aren't the same thing, learning that leadership is service, not dominance. We are in the Vance Tech conference room. The vibe has changed. No more screaming. The team looks tired but focused. There is pizza on the table, not catered sushi. Preston is wearing a simple button-down, sleeves rolled up. Okay, look, Preston addresses his team. 12 employees who used to fear him. The enterprise pivot failed. Morris looked at the numbers, and he's right. We can't compete with Salesforce or Monday.com. We need to go smaller, mid-sized nonprofits, community organizations. They need project management, and they can't afford the big guys. It's unsexy. It's lower margins. But it's a market that needs us. Melissa, his assistant-turned-partner, looks skeptical. Preston, the board wants a unicorn. They want billion-dollar potential. Nonprofits will be swimming upstream. I don't care what the board wants, Preston says, and his voice doesn't boom, it just lands solid. I care about staying solvent, and I care about building something real. If we help these organizations, we build loyalty, we build a base. Who's with me? Silence stretches in the room. Then Sarah, the lead developer, who has had her resignation letter in her drafts folder for months, nods. My mom runs a food bank in Queens. They use Excel and Post-it notes. It's a nightmare. They'd kill for something like this. Get her on the phone, Preston says, pointing a finger, but this time with excitement, not accusation. Today, she's our beta tester. Give it to her for free. Let's learn what they actually need. It works. Slowly, painfully, but it works. Vance Tech stops bleeding. They aren't buying yachts, but they're paying the bills. Preston is learning the difference between rich and wealthy. Rich is the suit. Wealth is the sleep you get when you aren't lying to everyone. But the past has a way of showing up for dinner, and Preston has one final demon to face. Midtown. A steakhouse where the lighting is dim and the prices are obscene. Richard Vance sits in a leather booth, looking like a king in exile. He cuts his steak with surgical violence, blood pooling on the white plate. Preston sits across from him, ordering salmon, drinking water. Non-profits, Richard sneers, not looking up from his meat. You're selling software to soup kitchens. It's embarrassing, Preston. I told the guys at the club you were pivoting to AI. Now I look like a liar. It's profitable, Dad, Preston says calmly. We're in the black for the first time in 3 years. We own our IP. We aren't leveraging debt. It's small. It's thinking small. Richard slams his fork. Down. You gave away 30% of the company to that janitor landlord. You let him neuter you. He saved the company. He gave me a bridge loan when you wouldn't return my calls. I didn't return your calls because I wanted you to figure it out, to be a man. Instead, you went crying to some Bed-Stuy slumlord who taught you to be, what? Nice? You sound just like your mother. Weak, pathetic, wasting your potential on people who don't matter. Preston freezes. The old Preston would have apologized. The old Preston would have ordered a scotch and agreed, desperate for a crumb of approval. But the new Preston remembers the feel of the mop handle. He remembers the look in Morris's eyes. Don't what? Speak the truth? Your mother was a doormat. She let people walk all over her, and she died with nothing but a drawer full of thank you cards from nobodies. Is that what you want? To be a nobody? Preston's voice rises, sharp and hard, cutting through the ambient noise of the restaurant. She died loved, Dad. There were 300 people at her funeral. People she helped, the maid, the grocer, the students she tutored. Who's coming to yours? Me? Maybe, if I'm not busy? Richard slams his knife down, his face turning that familiar, terrifying shade of red. How dare you? No, how dare you? You think strength is making people afraid of you. I lived in that fear for 30 years. It didn't make me strong, it made me a coward. Morris King cleans his own floors because he respects his building. You scream at waiters because you hate yourself. I'm done, Dad. I'm done trying to be you. Preston stands up. He drops $300 on the table. Dinner's on me. The company had a good quarter. Enjoy the steak. He walks out. He doesn't look back. For the first time, the ghost isn't chasing him. He left the ghost in the booth. 8 months later, Preston is in Morris's office. The room smells like old books and coffee. Morris is polishing his glasses with the same cotton rag he used on his jumpsuit. There's a girl, Morris says, holding the glasses up to the light. Jasmine, 28, running a logistics startup. She's brilliant, manic, and about 2 weeks away from a heart attack. I want you to talk to her. Me? Preston laughs. Morris, I'm barely keeping my head above water. You should talk to her. I'm too old. I'm the wise grandpa. She needs someone who's in the trenches, someone who knows what it feels like to fake it. Lunch, a noisy cafe in Harlem. Jasmine is vibrating with energy. She's talking a mile a minute using buzzwords like synergy and vertical integration like a shield, her eyes darting around the room, assessing threats. And if we hit our Series A targets, we can dominate the tri-state area by Q4. I just need to optimize our burn rate and maybe cut some of the driver benefits to fluff the margins. Jasmine, stop. Preston's voice is gentle. Jasmine freezes. What? Did I say something wrong? I have the deck right here. Put the deck away. You're shaking. I've had a lot of coffee. You're terrified. You think if you stop moving, the whole thing collapses. You think you have to be colder than you are to be taken seriously. Jasmine goes defensive, her chin jutting out. I have to be tough. My investors are expecting a shark. I tried to be a shark. I ended up screaming at a billionaire in an elevator because he got a drop of coffee on my suit. I almost lost everything, not because I wasn't tough, but because I wasn't real. Jasmine stares at him. The mask slips, her shoulders drop. I don't want to cut the driver benefits. My dad was a driver, but if I don't, the numbers don't work. Then the model is broken, not the people. Let's look at the numbers together. There's always another way, but you have to stop performing. Authenticity scales better than bravado. Jasmine wipes at her eyes, angry at the tears. I'm just so tired. I know. That's why we're having lunch. Morris calls it the intervention. Eat your sandwich, we'll figure it out. 2 years later, Vance Tech has been acquired by a major software firm, not for billions, but for $45 million. Enough, more than enough. Preston is staying on as a consultant, but he has freedom now. Real freedom. He steps into the elevator in the King Holdings building. He's wearing a suit, but it's navy. Simple, no flash. He's holding a coffee. The doors open. A young intern rushes in. He's carrying a stack of files that towers over his head. He's sweating, eyes wide with panic. He trips on the threshold. The files go flying, papers everywhere. The intern slams into Preston, knocking the coffee out of his hand. It splashes all over Preston's shirt, hot, wet, spreading fast. Oh, God. Oh, no. Sir, I am so sorry. I'm so clumsy. Please don't report me. It's my first week. The kid is terrified, scrambling on the floor, waiting for the explosion. Preston looks at the stain. It's big, it's hot. It's definitely going to ruin the shirt. He remembers the feeling of the mop bucket handle. He remembers the shame in the lobby. He remembers Morris King's hand extending to him when he deserved nothing. Preston kneels down. Hey, look at me. Breathe. I ruined your shirt. That looks expensive. It's cotton. They grow more of it every day. Are you hurt? No, These files, we'll pick them up. It's just paper. What's your name? Leo. Nice to meet you, Leo. I'm Preston. Let me give you a piece of advice I learned the hard way. The elevator rises. Preston hands Leo a stack of sorted files. You can tell a lot about a man by how he handles a stain. If he worries about the shirt, he's small. If he worries about the person, he's growing. Leo looks at him like he's seen a ghost. I'll remember that. Thank you, sir. Don't call me sir. Call me Preston. And Leo, watch out for the guy on floor 32 with the mop bucket. He owns the place. The doors open. Preston walks out, coffee-stained shirt and all. He walks past the reception desk. He waves at Melissa. He walks into his office and sees Morris sitting there, feet up on the desk, reading a newspaper. Morris looks up, eyeing the stain. Nice shirt, new fashion statement. Or ran into an intern. Or he ran into me. I think I handled it better this time. I heard. Leo texted his mom about the nice guy in the elevator. She works in accounting. You have spies everywhere. I have community everywhere. There's a difference. Morris stands up. He adjusts his cheap gray jumpsuit. He checks his Patek Philippe. You did good, kid. Your mother would be proud. Preston smiles and it reaches his eyes. Thanks, Morris. I think she would be too. Preston looks out the window at the Manhattan skyline. It doesn't look like a battlefield anymore. It looks like a neighborhood, a place where people live and work and fail and try again. True wealth isn't the brand on your chest. It's the character in your heart. You can wear a $3,000 suit and be spiritually bankrupt, or a $40 jumpsuit and be a king. When the world tells you to be loud, be quiet. When the world tells you to be cruel, be kind. Because in the end, we are not remembered for the money we made, but for the people we lifted up when they fell. The most expensive thing you will ever own is your integrity. Don't trade it for anything. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs this message today. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories that inspire change. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever judged someone by their appearance and been wrong? Let me know your story below. Until next time, remember, be kind, remain humble, and keep growing.